good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this, I just want to let you know, yes, I have a new live stream channel called The Done Creative Live. The link for it is in the description if you want to check it out. I go live over there 3 times a week doing free readings, so go check that out if you'd like. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what your guides have been trying to tell you. We're going to look into maybe some symbols they've been sending you, some numbers they've been sending you, and of course messages they've been sending you. And this is going to be kind of exciting. This is something slightly new here on my channel. We're going to be doing a 2-part reading. So let's just get into this. I'll explain how we do it. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy. And this time you're going to focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3, and also select pile from one or more from piles A, B, or C. So you got 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. So you'll select at least one from the numbers and one from the alphabet letters. And once you've selected your pile or piles, the timestamps will be listed in the description box below, and I also pin them as the top comment. Just remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who selected pile 1, we're going to figure out what your guides have been trying to tell you. We're going to start with these 3 cards, and then I'm going to shuffle on camera with a bunch of other cards to really get you a nice in-depth reading. And don't forget, once you are finished with this card number 1 here, go ahead and check for the timestamp of A, B, or C for the second part of your reading. And I forgot to mention in the intro, we are also adding charms to that part of the reading. So let's go ahead and get into this. So you have the Boundaries card with the number 12, you have Focus with the number 14, and Creation with the number 39. So many of you that were drawn to this pile, it might have been because this was the cover card with Creation here. We have the number 39, which adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3, which is the number of creation, collaboration, working really hard, working to accomplish something. Of course, 3 is also a number of mini completion because 3 times 3 is 9. So we're really getting into the math today, but many of you may really be needing to put up some boundaries because we also have a 3 here. So basically you have 33. Your guides may be sending you the number 33, and when you see that, that lets you know that the guides, angels, ascended masters are working with you very closely and carefully to bring something new to life in your life. You're either creating a new project, maybe you're trying to change some habits. It's going to be different for each of you. Maybe you're just trying to do a whole bunch of things all at once, and this lets you know. We've got here, she's in a bubble, and then she's in a bubble as well. So it's almost like you guys are really removing your energy from other people, kind of going into a bit of a hermit mode so that you can focus. You're putting up those walls or boundaries to not let a lot of other people's energy interfere with what you've got going on, because you are trying to create something new in your life. If you've been struggling, having so many people around, not having enough free time, being really busy, this is Spirit's kind of wake-up call, so to speak, for you to just go within. Of course, there are certain things we all have to do. If we're parents, we have to take care of our children. If we work, we have to go to work. So taking care of your priorities and the things you have to do, that's one thing. But then when it's your quote-unquote free time, spending that very wisely, putting those boundaries up so that you can actually really focus on something that you're trying to birth or create in your life. Focus is really going to be achieved for you when you're alone, maybe even possibly out in nature, but there's something going on. To me, this feels like, you know, we've got a waxing here, and then a beaver full moon. So it's almost like this is the lead up to your creation. So you need to really put those boundaries, because this is a waxing gibbous 3, this is a waxing gibbous 5, and then we got the full moon. So this is the progression of time is what I'm seeing here. So your guides really are letting you know there may be some patience that needs to be involved because things are kind of building upon each other. You need to put up boundaries so that you can focus, so that you can create. I love how these 3 have really built on each other. So let's go ahead. Let's see, where are we going to start? We're going to get a card from the Archangel Michael deck. Any guidance for pile 1? What are these guides trying to tell pile 1? Okay. We have guarded and protected. So pairing that up with boundaries, some of you may be really worried that you're not going to be able to have enough money, or that certain people are not safe to be around, or something like that. If you felt unsafe in any way, know that Archangel Michael especially, but your other guides and angels as well, they are really working closely with you and very close at hand to protect you, to guide you, to really help you. But it says here, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and all our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. Yes, so many of you may be calling on those guides, angels, Archangel Michael, other archangels, to really come in and help you set those boundaries, to help protect you from other people's energy. It could be as simple as that. And not to say other people's energy is bad or toxic in any way. It's just a lot of times, even someone who's really excited, if they're in our energetic field and we're trying to focus, we're trying to create something, it can really be a big distraction. That's really what I'm getting from this. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get one from this deck as well. What can group 1, or what does group 1's guides want them to know? What have these guides been trying to tell group 1? Okay, wow, right under that boundaries card, we've got walk away, leave the unhealthy situation, and enjoy new doors that open as a result. Wow. So for someone watching this, maybe a couple of someone's watching this, there is a toxic situation, there's a toxic relationship that you know has been over or not serving or sustaining your happiness for a very long time. And this, with the guarded and protected, this is Spirit's way of saying it's safe for you to walk away. You're going to be okay. It's kind of like taking that leap of faith and trusting that the universe has your back. On the back of the deck, I just want to say we've got goodbye to the old, hello to the new. New doors that open as a result of you walking away from this unhealthy situation. Someone may in particularly be working in a work environment that is very unhealthy, either health-wise or just the people you're working with are toxic. The building itself may be toxic. There's something going on here that's not for your highest good, but many of you are learning to walk away, set those boundaries so you can focus on the life you want, the projects you're wanting to create and birth, and it's really going to be supported with your guides and angels. And a lot of times they can't just intervene in that free will, so we do have to ask for their help. Okay, what else have group number 1's guides been trying to tell them? Wow, here's another card about safety. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So we've got here guarded and protected, and it is safe for you to be powerful. Wow, this is such amazing energy. You are coming into your own. You are about to level up in some way, and it does feel very spiritual for many of you, but also that spiritual leveling up is going to ripple effect into your emotional life, your mental life, and your physical health, your physical surroundings, and your relationships, and just everything around you. So it is safe for you to be powerful right now. That's what your guides want you to know. Also, I forgot to address the fact we've got, the 33, 3, and 3, but we've also got a 5 here. So big changes are coming as a result of you putting up those boundaries, walking away from what's not serving you, and knowing that you are safe. You are, with that change there, with that 14 that adds up to a 5, you are making big, beautiful changes. And look on her forehead, there's a big, beautiful butterfly. So some of you may even be leveling up and getting more clairvoyance, claircognizance. Those are the two clairs that are really coming online. And clairvoyance is that clear seeing. Claircognizance is that clear thinking or clear knowing. Okay, we've also got, love it, signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. So your guides and angels are trying to send you signs. Maybe even some crossed over loved ones are in the mix and really trying to help. Trustworthy friends, look at this. So thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. And it's as a result of you finally walking away from something that's not serving you. And that will open the doors for new people to come in, new guides even to come in and really guide you in a new direction, because you are here to create something. Even if that's just making your life the masterpiece you know that it can be, Spirit is working really hard to help you do such. But you are getting a lot of signs from heaven. Many of you are seeing flowers. You're seeing moon symbolism. You're seeing feathers. Wow, we will get more into the signs in the second half of your reading, but go ahead and if you've already selected A, B, or C, or more than one of those, go forward to the rest of your reading. But thanks again. You'll have to let me know below what this part meant to you, what you thought, any comments you have. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also on my new live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live 3 days a week. Link for that is in the description box below. All right, bye. All right, for those of you who chose group number 2, let's find out what your guides have been trying to tell you or what they want you to know right now. Okay. So we have blossoming with the number 33. We also had 33 symbolism coming up in group number 1. So you may be seeing a lot of the number 33. Maybe you are really feeling the presence of those ascended masters, archangels, but this blossoming is something you are doing. This to me feels like things you've been working on, your own self-image, your own self-worth, self-limiting beliefs that you're releasing, habits you're overcoming. You are blossoming. You really are coming into your own with this flower moon card. Also, we've got the hot moon extremes. So you really do have 2 full moons and then a waning crescent moon with resistance here. So you guys are coming into this sense of completing something and then going back within so you can plan for something else. But that's as a result of you blossoming through a lot of the changes you've been trying to make in your life. With this extremes card here, you may have really felt that things have been out of balance. Maybe you've been working really hard, or just feeling, this is going to be a spectrum because there are many people watching this. Maybe some of you have been working really hard and not really feeling like anything's happening, but then as a result of you just work, your relationships have kind of been put on the back burner, or maybe vice versa. Maybe you've just been really hanging out with a lot of friends, haven't been getting a lot of work done, and now your bills are starting to pile up, or your laundry's starting to pile up. Take it as it resonates. But I do see 2 very extreme examples for this pile, and it's no wonder with this extremes card here. But we have the number 34, which adds up to a 7. And this person here is sweaty and alone, but they've got their book. This could be a Bible, a self-help book, some other sacred text. This person is going within to really discover what it is they're here to do so that they can actually take that information and apply it out in their life. So with this resistance card, this is just letting you know, we've got a number 7 here again. So 77, 33, you've got 2 master numbers on the board here. You may be seeing a lot of 7s, a lot of 3s. Maybe you're a life path 3 or a life path 7. Or you have these numbers within your birthday, your birth chart somewhere, somehow, your numerology chart. But you may be resisting certain changes that are trying to take place, certain things that are trying to close out, certain cycles that are trying to close out, certain even blessings that are trying to come in. Some of you are even resisting the blessings coming in because they look like changes that are being made in your life. And change can be scary. Change can be a little chaotic. And you guys are just ready for some stability to come back, especially with those extremes. You're ready to balance things out and not feel so thrown to the waves. Very 2 of Pentacles energy, but like to an extreme, like almost ready to drop one of the pentacles, that much of an extreme. So if you guys have really been dealing with imbalance in your life, get ready because things are about to balance out. That's what your guides want you to know. Things are balancing out for your highest good. All right. What else do the guides want group 2 to know right now? What information, what messages are they trying to send to group 2? Any symbols, anything we need to know? Wow, we've got here your children are watched over by angels. So whether you're a parent or not, whether you're a pet parent or not, or a plant parent or not, just know this could even be talking about your own inner child. But let's just read the prayer here. It says, "Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children." And even those of you who have other children in your life that are not yours, nieces, nephews, students, friends, children, whatever, however this resonates or applies to your life, just know that these children are safe and protected as these changes take place in the world, as these changes take place in each of our lives. The children are the future. They're what we're giving this planet to, and maybe some of these children in your life are resisting the way things are because they know there is a better way forward. And if you yourself are a parent and you're noticing a lot of resistance in otherwise very complacent or complicit children, this could be why. This energy is supporting a shakeup of a foundation to where things are changing. But this is for the better. But again, change can feel and be very chaotic. But for those of you who have no real association with children, or you feel this message is more about an inner child, then this is it. Inner child work. Maybe some of you are really doing some of that inner child wound healing or trauma clearing, and you're really trying to level up and move through and past things that are holding you back from your past. And this is just your guides and angels letting you know that they are with you, helping you and watching over that inner child as you make these changes, as you do this healing, as you release these old wounds and traumas, so you can blossom into becoming who it is you're here to be. But of course, with healing sometimes comes that resistance because it's a lot. Healing is not easy. So many times people will choose rather than to heal, oh, I'll figure out this stuff later. They'll push it down. They'll try to push it away. They'll try to spiritually bypass it. But your guides and angels are saying now is the time. Let's just quit with this resistance. Let's just flow into it. Whatever comes up, feel it so you can heal it, so you can deal with it. I sound like a broken record over here on my channel. I'm always saying that, but it's so true and it's so timely for the times we're in. We gotta heal it because we can't take that baggage with us. All right. What else do the guides want Group 2 to know? What have the guides been telling Group 2 or wanting Group 2 to know? Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. Putting that right below the blossoming card here, this is just letting you know anything you've been dreaming about, practicing, trying to do. Look, we've got her playing an instrument and her playing an instrument. So some of you may really be leaning on music. Maybe you are trying to make a music career come to life or to come off the ground. You have the support of your guides and angels to do such a thing. But many of you that are not really interested in a kind of music career or even play music yourself, you're just really listening to a lot of music. Your guides and angels want to send you lyrics and information and messages through songs, through what's on the radio, through a shuffle playlist. That's how you can get some additional messages and guidance from your guides. They want you to be listening to music. They also want you out in nature. Look at this. She's resisting with that big fist there, but nature's growing up all around it. It's like you cannot stop that force of nature, and that's what you are. This resistance, you can't stop the healing that is coming to your life, and it's such a blessing, but again, it's so difficult when you're in the throes of healing. So I want to just give you guys a big hug because healing is not easy at all. And my month of February, kind of going into early March, was very precarious because I was doing a lot of healing, a lot of releasing, and then I spent most of the rest of March just trying to be and to integrate all the healing and all the changes that have taken place. And now at the time of my posting, beginning of April, I'm feeling like I'm ready to hit the ground running. So many of you may even be feeling that as well. Now my crown chakra is tingling, so I think I'm onto something for you guys. Wow, okay. Well, that's too many. All right, what else have the guides been trying to tell Group 2, or what do the guides want Group 2 to know? Okay, we have here with the Vanessa card, to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So those of you who've been trying to make a decision, should I stay, should I go? Should I go after this path or go after this path? Just know, to make this decision, you need to ask yourself which way brings you closer to your divine life purpose. And if both of those seem to be taking you in a beautiful direction, you're just going to have to use your intuition. You're just going to have to follow your heart. But if one of those options is clearly not from that path of love or your divine life purpose, then that will be the one you will not choose, because you are choosing love. You are choosing your life purpose and what, supports you. You're no longer going to be someone's puppet or play by the rules, so to speak. You're ready to take on your new challenge on your own without having to check in with a bunch of people, with a bunch of authority figures, is what I'm hearing. And that's not to say that you're like becoming a total anarchist or anything. It's just you are giving your inner self, your soul, your higher self, the utmost authority in your life coming up. And it's a beautiful thing. We all need to be doing that more, for sure. Because who knows us better than our soul? Nobody, nothing, and nobody. All right, what else have the guides been trying to tell Group number 2? We've got one here. Focus your mind. We got the focus card here in the middle on group 1. What else? Loved one in heaven. We got a very similar message for group 1 with messages from heaven or signs from heaven. So, focus your mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me focus on my priorities, especially those of you who are resisting that healing. Healing is your priority, because when you can heal, it's like this. I keep saying this in many of my recent videos, but it's such a great analogy. It's just like that closet that's stuffed full of stuff. You don't even know what's in there, but it's so full you can't bring anything new in. It's time to clear the clutter. It's time to release what's no longer fitting, what's no longer, something you wear. You're releasing what's not serving you anymore so that you can make room for things that will. You can't blossom if you're in a tight little, area. That flower can't blossom to its fullest power, to its fullest size, if it's being kind of, kept in a little tank, so to speak. It's almost like the shark. I know there's a certain kind of shark, or maybe even all sharks, that if they're in a tank, they won't grow. They'll remain very small and tiny. But if they're given the room to swim, the room to roam, it will grow to its full potential. And that's really what I'm seeing for you guys as well. But focusing on your priorities, which many of you, your priority is to heal and to level up. You're leveling up. You've got 2 7s, you've got 33 here. You're finding creative ways to really go about your own spiritual practice, your spirituality. And we have some sacred geometry here coming from that third eye. So many of you may really be having your clairvoyance skills or gifts come online even stronger than ever coming up. All right, with this loved one in heaven card, it says, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. So many of you may be feeling that crossed over grandmother or friend or mother or father or grandfather or brother or sister or whoever it is that you miss and adore and love and wish they were still here. They are here, just in a different way. And they will come in anytime you think of them and want to feel their energy. They will be there. And you can even ask these specific crossed over loved ones for signs that you would know would be undeniably from them. And they will deliver. You can even ask your guides, angels, and even ascended masters, archangels, to help facilitate this connection with a loved one to make it even stronger. Because a lot of times if we're just trying to connect to this loved one and they're off in other realms doing things, it can be kind of difficult to get a real clear communication. But when we ask, say, Archangel Azrael, that is one that really helps people cross over, and one that can get information or messages from loved ones that have crossed over. Also Archangel Gabriel, and probably Archangel Haniel as well. I don't know a lot about that archangel, but that's what Spirit's telling me, so I'm going with it. But there is this specific crossed over loved one in heaven that really wants to reach out to you at this time. You may be seeing a lot of white feathers, wings, doves, white birds, and especially going out in nature. That's going to be very important for you guys to be able to see these messages. We've got white wings, white wings, white wings, kind of white kind of coming off the back of her that could be almost a symbolic of wings. We've got wings here as well. There's a lot of wings. There's wings here. I mean, wings, 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 wings. Wings are important. Maybe you're seeing angel wings or symbology of angels, wings, birds, feathers, all of that. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm seeing for you. But don't forget, go ahead and find your A, B, or C timestamp below. If you selected more than one, find both timestamps. Go ahead and watch that for the rest of your reading. And thanks again, you guys, so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. Also over on my new live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, where I go live 3 days a week. Link for that is in the description box below. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what your guides want you to know, what they've been trying to tell you, anything that wants to come through as a message from your guides. Wow. So this is powerful. We've got abundance with the hunter moon. We've got acceptance with the waxing crescent 2, and waning gibbous 1 with self-reflection. And the numbers we've got here are 4 and 17, which adds up to 8, and 38, which adds up to 11. So major spiritual awakening vibes, lots of leveling up coming in for you guys as well. But here's what I see. As a result of you accepting your current circumstances, this isn't that fatalistic kind of surrender. This is just accepting that, okay, I can't change this person. I can't shift the dynamic of this work environment that I'm in. I can't, whatever it is you have that's out of your control. Accepting it for what it is, and then kind of shifting yourself around it to, not feel like you're powerless or like a victim or anything, but it's like you're shaping yourself around something you cannot change. For some of you, this might look like the home you're living in, the relationship you're in, with the person you're with. You love them, but there are just certain things about them that it's really hard for you, but you can't change them, so you have to accept them. It's going to kind of resonate different for each of you. But this acceptance will come to you after some self-reflection, really going within. And the 8 on this card here is all about taking action. So you're taking action with your own spiritual practice, with maybe doing more journaling, more self-reflection, more introspection, very hermit vibes as well. Self-reflection here. But see, we've got almost, it looks like twins that are hanging out. Some of you may be Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or prominent placements. That could be relevant to some of you. Or maybe there's a Gemini in your life that you are trying to accept what they're doing or who they are. And you guys really are doing that work, that inner work. And Spirit wants you to keep going on any spiritual practice you've been doing, or if you've been thinking about starting a spiritual practice, now is the time. The time is now. You are supported, you are guided, you are loved. You have that support of your guides and angels to be able to accept the way things are. That's not to say you can't change them, because absolutely, once you come to that state of acceptance, that's when your power comes in. That's when new doors open, new avenues open. Because think of it this way, when you're in resistance of something, that's the opposite kind of acceptance. You're rejecting it, you're in resistance to it, which we did get a resistance card in pile 2. But with the acceptance of something you can't, change, it's almost like you accept it and it's like, the wall just comes tumbling down. It's the weirdest thing, but it really is true. I've witnessed this many times in my own life, because that resistance really puts us in that lack mentality, that victim mode. And when we can just take ourselves back to center, self-reflect, and accept this is what's going on, guess what? Then you will create abundance in your life, because you can't create from that place of resistance. It is the place of acceptance and opening up to new opportunities, to new ways of believing, new ways of thinking that are really going to bring this abundance in for you. And as a result of all of this work you're doing, there is this sense of spiritual awakening, maybe even financial abundance coming in, because the number 8 is all about financial stability as well. And you have another 4, which is all about stability as well, support from guides, angels, crossover, loved ones, friends, family members. People want to help you. People want to support you and be a cheerleader for you. It's just many times we don't know this. We think, oh no, they just want to say that because X, Y, or Z. But no, really, a lot of times people do want to see us do well. And I do see you are supported by many people. Even if you're looking around your life and you're like, I don't know of anyone who would actually be a cheerleader or support me. There's somebody. You'll be able to find somebody. All right, let's go in group 3 and get some more information about what your guides are trying to tell you. Okay, here it is. Wow, this is the 3rd message of protection. Wow, safety and protection are major themes in the collective right now, because we've gotten this card, not this exact card, but the theme of protection in all 3 piles now. It says your home is protected by angels. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. So those of you who were worried about the abundance coming in so you could pay your mortgage, your rent, those of you who were really resisting to want to stay where you're at, and just finally accepting, okay, this is where I live right now. Just know that you are never in the wrong place. You are exactly where you need to be right now to create a life that you want in the future. Now moment is your power. The now moment is your power. I could just say that over and over and over, because I think we all need to wash ourselves into realizing and knowing that our power only lies in the present moment. But many times we project our consciousness to the past and worry and think about what we could have done better, or, there is a time and place to kind of do a life review, but when we're living most of our time either in the past or projecting that power into the future, worrying, stressing, hoping something will happen, we're not in our power. So being mindful, being very present is going to help you guys to really come into this place of reflection, acceptance, and abundance. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else do the guides want you to know right now? What have the guides been trying to tell you? All right. Emotional healing. Wow, this makes so much sense with what we've been talking about, and just the collective energies as well. But it says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. So here we've got her heart chakra lit up with the beautiful green gem. Here we've got her holding a fox, red fox, kind of right over her heart. And I'm really seeing the magic of these two hands, which, if you think about it, the hands are that extension of the heart chakra, the healing that we do when we lay hands on someone, or we energetically send that energy out through our hands. This is love and healing. But many of you are going through an emotional purge, or have been dealing with a lot of depression, stress, things from the past coming up to be dealt with and healed and released. Many of you have been going through emotional loops where you thought, oh man, I thought I healed that. I thought that was done. And now look at me. It's back once again. You accepting that, okay, it's still here. Now what? That's going to be more powerful than you trying to push it away or spiritually bypass or to ignore it in some way. But the way through that emotional healing is through self-reflection. And I just also heard self-acceptance. Acceptance of yourself exactly as you are, exactly as you were in the past when these things probably happened to you. Accepting that everyone was doing and playing a role, playing a part, almost like a play or like a simulation game. Everyone was playing a role. And when you can kind of put your mind in that way, it's not to say that the people deserve to be able to treat you this way if things have transpired in the past, but it's to be able to accept that, okay, it happened, that's who they were at the time, that's who I was at the time, and let's move on now. Like, that's the information I'm really getting. Okay, what else? What do the guides want group 3 to know? What have the guides been trying to tell group 3? Here it is. Okay, wow. So we've got here Seraphina. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So whether you're pregnant, want to become pregnant, don't want to become pregnant, take this as it resonates. But to me, just a happy change could just be being able to move. A happy change could be shifting some negativity or toxicity within the family, especially the family you were born into or the people you are blood related to, the ancestral lineage. This is where a lot of emotional kind of toxicity invades our life, is through the family or ancestral line, and cycles or generational curses, so to speak. But this is letting you know that there are happy changes coming to your family life, both your intermediate family and your extended family, and also friends that feel like family, all of that. You are having these blessed, beautiful changes. Some of you also may be expecting some sort of new addition, a fur baby, a real baby, a plant baby, or maybe a brother or sister or friend, or someone in your family is bringing someone new into the family. This doesn't always have to be a family addition being a baby. It can be someone getting married and bringing someone in that way. Take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for each of you. All right, what else, dear Spirit? What have your guides been trying to tell you, group 3? Well, there we are. They're coming right out with it, so let's see what we got. Okay, so there's that protection. You can't make this up. You can't. I love this. So we've got here, your home is protected by angels, but it says you are protected. So whatever you're trying to do or overcome or do, whatever you're trying to create, Spirit is letting me know you are so guided, so guarded, so protected that you are safe to become who you are. You are safe to clear what's no longer serving you. And again, with Archangel Michael, 2 Archangel Michael cards here. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. So you guys could even really have a close, strong bond with Archangel Michael, or maybe just working with Archangel Michael will really help you accept, self-reflect, and then create more abundance in your life. And to be able to move through some emotional healing, I just heard also Archangel Haniel. I think I got that Archangel also in group 2, but that might be a really good angel to work with for that emotional healing. Also, you have Archangel Zadkiel with transformation. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges, overcoming and doing that healing from the past. Archangel Zadkiel is your guy, your angel, to help you transform, to go from self-reflection to acceptance to abundance. That's so beautiful. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but don't forget to check out A, B, or C, or any combination of those piles that you selected for the rest of your reading, and I will see you over there. But thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, but also over on my new live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, where I go live 3 days a week. Link for that is in the description box. All right, bye! Alright, for those of you who chose pile A for the second part of your reading, we're going to be figuring out some cool information for you from your guides, what they want you to know right now. Okay, so we have the throat chakra, lapis lazuli, with expression. So this could be a crystal that you are really going to be attuned to coming up, or one that Spirit is basically suggesting would be really beneficial for you at this time. But expression, express your true self. The world needs you. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Your guides have been trying to tell you to express yourself more. Also, with this chakra balance card here, harmony. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. So this is all about balancing all of your chakras, but especially your throat chakra, but especially all the chakras. That's what they're really showing us here, that you can really clear your energy. And they have a couple more stone suggestions. We've got green jasper, turquoise, and labradorite, which I've got 2 beautiful hunkin' pieces here of labradorite on the table. But also you have the information, inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So this is, we've got this, fear theme or protection theme rolling throughout all 3 of the 1, 2, and 3 piles. So reacting to fear with love, knowing you're protected, knowing you're guided, that is going to really help you move through anything you're challenged by or afraid of coming up. So let's grab a few charms just to see any symbols or anything Spirit wants you to know. Okay, we got a couple. What do we got here? And I forgot to actually zoom in, so I'm going to do that real quickly. Let me just pile these out. Okay, so we have a tree, a star, which has one leg of the star kind of going out on its own, doing its own thing. We've got the Eiffel Tower, a heart with kind of one piece missing, and then a heart that's very decorative. So you may be seeing a lot of heart symbolism, some star symbolism, some tree symbolism, or even Eiffel Tower symbolism. So that's like the main couple of things we want to talk about. But heart stuff. There may be a lot of also heart chakra stuff that you're really dealing with, have been dealing with, will continue to deal with, but this is for your highest healing, your highest growth, because that heart energy is that healing energy that we all need and thrive having in our lives, and that's heart energy and unconditional love we can share with other people. With this tree, I'm really being directed to talk about family lineage, family tree, also getting out and connecting in nature or with nature. For some of you, this Eiffel Tower may represent a trip you want to take or a bucket list place you want to go. But for those of you who actually live in France, this just could feel like home to you. However the Eiffel Tower resonates for you, whatever they're showing me also the meaning of the Eiffel Tower, which I have no idea what it is, but maybe some additional homework you guys can take with you is to look up what the Eiffel Tower means or represents, or why it was built. I have no idea. I should probably be more up with my history, but I don't know. But heart. The heart is emphasized twice here. So healing from a broken heart for some of you. This could involve grief, the loss of a loved one through breakup or through death, however it resonates, or just, a friendship that didn't work out, family you no longer speak to because things got toxic. But we've got the progression here where this heart feels more whimsical. It's hard for me to, let me just hold this up for you. There we go. I hope we can see that. This heart just feels much more whimsical than this broken heart. Of course, there's color here. With the color red, that also could represent the root chakra, but a red heart is a pretty common deal. But with the whimsy and kind of decorative look of this heart, this feels very creative, very playful. So many of you may be getting creative or playful in your love life. Just wanted to show you this one as well. This is that weird kind of star, but to me this feels like you. It's like you're not gonna do the status quo. You're not gonna just fall in line and do what you're supposed to. You're going your own way. And I just heard that Fleetwood Mac song, Go Your Own Way. So some of you might get some additional guidance or information through that song from your guides. So I hope that resonated for you, and I will see you guys later. Bye. All right, pile B, here is your message, additional message for you, what your guides want you to know or what they've been trying to tell you. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got foundation with the root chakra, hematite. Foundation is what your castle is built, the castle of your soul is built upon, if I could read. We also have throat chakra, amazonite, creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. And we had the creativity or creation card in group 1 as well. So maybe you chose group 1 and also pile B or whatever you want to call this. So throat chakra, root chakra. These are two very important chakras that Spirit is pointing out for you to really develop or heal or work with over the coming days, weeks, and months. Also, we've got the courage card. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. And to me, this is very solar plexus energy as well. So you guys there's the second time we've seen the word fear. In pile A, the little second part of the reading with pile A, we had that word fear as well. So you guys are transmuting fear into love, or you're overcoming fear. And the protection messages that came through in all three of the original 1, 2, and 3 piles were so strong. Protection. You are protected as you overcome your fear. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of charms to top off any symbols or messages from your guides. Okay. Got a couple more than pile A. We've got a mermaid and angels. Angels watching over me. That's beautiful with what we were talking about with all that protection. Absolutely, you are protected. The bow makes me think of fanciness. We'll get really into this. So does this. Oh, wow. Got a little perfume bottle, Chanel number 5 or whatever it's called. And a key and a shell. Okay. So to me, with the mermaid and the shell, this is almost like you are in charge or able to go down deep within, because the mermaid, think of Ariel. I'm going to hold these up so you can see them a little better. Think of Ariel, the little mermaid. She could dive down and find all sorts of treasures, but for me, this feels like you are in control of diving deep into your own psyche, into your own inner environment, and getting the information, the treasures, the gems, the jewels that are waiting for you by going within. But also mermaids are in water, which is very emotional, cups energy. So really getting in tune with your emotions is going to help you dig down to the treasure, dig down deep to what is meant for you. So you may be seeing mermaid symbology, shell symbology, angels, wings, fancy stuff like bougie stuff like bows and perfume. Also music is going to play a very important role, and the key or like a lock, something missing possibly. Let me hold these up as well. So with the bow, with the little rhinestone, and then the little Chanel perfume bottle here, this to me feels like getting dressed up, feeling fancy, treating yourself, splurging on something you've been wanting. This could even be things you already own, it's just you don't dress up very often, or you don't get all dolled up very often, and this just might say from Spirit. But Spirit wants you to know that if you can doll yourself up, treat yourself, whatever it is that's really resonating for you from this message, that's going to help you feel really powerful. Solar plexus, that's that self-esteem and courage. That will give you courage. If you're needing to go on a job interview or to speak your truth in some way or stand up for yourself, dressing up and feeling your best is really going to help you gain that courage. That's beautiful. And then we have the music note. Hold that up for you as well. It's blue. So to me, the blue does represent that throat chakra, so maybe you guys are singing more. Even if this is just in your car, off key, it doesn't matter. You singing, that is expressing that throat chakra. That will be helping you express your creativity. But those of you who don't like to sing, just music itself is very powerful and potent for you to utilize as kind of a power. You may find a power anthem or a theme song that you're kind of running, or a little mini soundtrack you've created for yourself that you play on loop, and you're just really excited to dive into whatever it is you're going after. So also, I'll talk about the last two here. We've got the key, and then angels are watching over me. So I think this just kind of really affirms that protection message. You are protected, angels are watching over you. And we also have the key here, which it's got a very interesting, I don't even know if you guys can see this. My light doesn't quite reach up here. It's got a very interesting little ridge here where you go put the key in the lock. But it's a very intricate looking key, very interesting key. And this could even be something you find by going within, that mermaid energy as well. Pairing those two together with the mermaid, I think that's very fitting. All right, you guys, so I hope this resonated, and I will check you later. Bye. All right, let's now get into pile C. Any further guidance from Spirit? Anything Spirit's been trying to tell you or Spirit wants you to know right now? All right, so we've got the crown chakra with clear quartz, peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. So clear quartz might be something you're really working with, and that is that amplification stone. It amplifies any other crystals you have around it, or just it's kind of a very all-purpose, heavy-duty kind of crystal all on its own. But peace, in stillness, the answer will be revealed. So going within, meditation, you will be getting the answers you need. Spirit wants you to connect with that inner self, and through your own inner self, you're connecting to source, you're connecting to your guides, your angels, crossed over loved ones. You're putting yourself in a higher vibration to be able to get that beautiful information that you need. Also, you have the gratitude card here. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. So having that sense of gratitude, that to me is a very heart chakra energy. So it's almost like you got crown, heart chakra, and solar plexus energy on the board here. But having gratitude for even the smallest little things in your life will really help amplify that energy. Gratitude acts almost as that clear quartz of the crystals in your manifestation ability, or in that ability to create more abundance in your life. When you are very, very stressed out, a lot of times we will create more stress by worrying and stressing about the stress in our lives. So we create more of that. But you can turn it around and be grateful for the things in your life that you're grateful for. And as a result, Spirit or the universe will send you more things to be grateful for. Law of attraction vibes. So we also have solar plexus chakra with the amber crystal or resin. It's actually like petrified resin, I do believe. Amber, that might be another powerful quote-unquote crystal, not quite crystal, not sure what you call amber, but that might be something really powerful for you to work with. And solar plexus chakra is where it resonates. It says here fearlessness. All three of these A, B, and C piles have had the word fear or fearless, fearful, whatever. Fearlessness, turn your worrier into a warrior. Absolutely. This is beautiful. This is you taking your power back, and I know we had talked about that in one or more of the piles 1, 2, or 3, but taking your power back is essential for those of you who selected group C here. Fearlessness, becoming more fearless, really checking in with that courageousness in your life. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. There could be signs, symbols. These could be things you're seeing synchronistically, and we're also kind of going to get into the symbology of what that means. Okay. All right, what do we have here? We've got a smiley face, a pink cat. I always forget what this is called. Fleur-de-lis. I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing that right. We've also got a little butterfly here, a shell, a carrot, and another shell. So two types of seashells here. One's kind of a green color, one's purple. I'm going to show you a closer look of these up on my palm here in a moment. But here with this is very solar plexus. Focus. Very solar plexus with that yellow smiley face. And I heard that song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. So maybe looking into that song or listening to that song, there may be additional messages from your guides and angels through that song. I think we've all heard that song, but if you don't know what it is, just Google it or search it on YouTube. We also have the cat here. To me, cat represents independence, doing things our way and not, listening to everybody else. And the fact that it's pink, this is very unique. This to me is very Page of Cups energy. It's unexpected. Don't expect to see a pink cat. So very creative, very emotionally invested, very not Page of Cups that's independent, but the cat itself is independent, but the color itself is really representing something very Page of Cups, very surprising to me. So you may have a surprise coming to you. Maybe some of you are getting a new cat or have a cat come into your life, or if you have a cat, this cat is just extra loving toward you. There's something cute with the cat. We've also got the Carrot, which to me really represents things going on beneath the surface that we can't see, because we usually only see that green top part of the carrot until it's ready and ripe, and then we pull it out of the ground. So there is a lot of hidden things, hidden stuff. To me this feels very good though. But for those of you who select, I think it was pile 2, we're talking about that emotional healing. Could have been pile 3 for all I remember. Pile 2 or 3. Talking about emotional healing from the past, healing past wounds, but also digging in. Sometimes when a carrot's growing, you can just see that little top part of it, like the green and a little bit of orange maybe. So you don't know how long the carrot is, how fat the carrot is sometimes. So it's a surprise when you pull it out of the ground. And I feel like, much pairing up with that Page of Cups energy I was getting from that cat, you guys are really finding some really pleasant surprises. These are pleasant surprises. And of course, with the butterfly, I'm always reminded of metamorphosis, overcoming challenges. You start as the caterpillar where you're going, and then you go into the chrysalis where you're writhing and you're healing and you're in pain and you're redoing your life. This is spiritual awakening vibes. Dark night of the soul vibes is the chrysalis. Then you emerge as that butterfly, but before the butterfly can just take off, there is this moment of integration where the butterfly's out of the chrysalis and it has to dry off and let those wings unfurl and get ready for flight. But when it's ready for flight, there is no stopping that butterfly, and that's the energy that your guides are trying to convey. We've also got these 2 awesome shells here. So to me, this is like, sometimes you may have little creatures living in a shell like this, like a little hermit crab or some little creature using this as its home. Sometimes you can listen into the shell. That's a clairaudient message for many of you. Your clairaudience is really amping up. Also, with a lot of the music symbology and messages we were getting in pile 1, was it 2? 1 or 2, I can't recall. And also pile B, we got a message about music. So clairaudience, music, your guides are talking to you through music, through lyrics, through your own clairaudience. And also, to me, this is crown chakra energy here with this purple. So, opening something up and not knowing if there's a pearl in it, because this is kind of almost like a clamshell looking shell. So when you open that clamshell, there could be a pearl. Very well could be a pearl in there. You never know what you're going to get. Kind of like that carrot digging below the surface. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't even know the symbology of the fleur de lis. I'm not sure even how to pronounce the word, but I do think it comes from France or something French, if I remember right, French decor. But to me, it's a symbol of, just me using my intuition and my guessing skills here, a symbol of maybe royalty or fanciness, kind of like the vibe we got. Was that in pile A or B? I don't remember. With the bow tie and the Chanel perfume, very fancy. So to me, this is just checking more into that fanciness, really dressing up even for the sake of dressing up. Maybe if you haven't dressed up in a long time and it makes you feel good about yourself, but you don't really have a good excuse to dress up, hey, dress up anyway. But any other symbols you guys attribute to these, go ahead and use your own intuition to dive into that and figure out what that means for you, in addition to what has come through here as well. But I just want to say again, you guys, thank you so much. You'll have to let me know below if you like this format where it's like a 2-part reading. I love this. I think it's so fun and just slightly different. So let me know below your thoughts, any stories you want to share. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.